Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. We have got a great community here because of you, because of your kindness to each other, your kindness to me. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, which I do a lot on YouTube. I cover a lot of YouTube ground every day on everything under the sun. But anyway, hello. Oh, have we got a day? Oh, man. Oh, and we've got, see, okay, I've got my tea ready. I just have to take the bag out. It's getting a little dark. Here we go. It was steeping. I got to show you, there's this, you know how you use GIFs? You use GIFs to make a point or something, you know, just whatever you're trying to say. Let me share this with you. This is glorious. I ran across this GIF today, which maybe some of you have seen before, but it's new to me. When, no, it's off. And this is when the tea is brutal. Ah, when the tea is brutal. All right, and you know me, I'm very anti-violence, except in self-defense. That's different. But yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. And yes, also part of my sleeve, yeah. Water sign. Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Water, Cancer, Moon. Scorpio, Sun, Cancer, Moon. I even have Mars and Pisces. So even though with all the Sagittarius, Sagittarius stellium I have in my chart, it's still, yeah, end of the day. All right, so let's jump into the questions because, frankly, up top with your questions, I had a bunch of stuff that I've rolled over from yesterday. I'll try to get to that, but some of this is simply you asking. Sorry, this is about what you were talking about on the news. It's all about Trump can't pay. I think it's very clever of New York to say that you have to post a bond. You have to post a bond if you want to appeal a civil case where you've had a financial ruling against you. So, Maltese Cottage says, you don't say. Exactly. And I'm glad you guys like the kitties. Oh, the kitties. So let's have a look. Stephanie Martin says, the king of debt. How's that working for you now, Donny? Exactly. Exactly. All right, so we started at like 4 minutes in. Let's just jump in. There's some days where I know I'm here to read on these things, but there's some days I just want to stand here with my cup of tea and just bask in the justice. What a truly heinous human being being held accountable by a court of law. It's lovely. But anyway, so D. Martin was the first one to ask, when Trump cannot meet the March 25th deadline, Because, oh, that's right, I still have this. I've got this here. Where? Oh, here we go. All right, so there's this full screen. So he has 7 days until he is supposed to post. 7 days until he is supposed to post that money. And also, do you remember there was somebody trying to raise money for Trump? They set up a GoFundMe for $355 million, which doesn't even count. It doesn't even cover. It doesn't cover the interest, which is staggering. Well, after all this time, they've raised some money. They've raised 1.3 million, which is nothing to sneeze at, and would be much better off going to, I don't know, hungry children, for example. But the last time I looked, how many days ago, it was at 1.3 million, and it's still at 1.3 million. I'm guessing this isn't going to make it. If you look at the bar right there that shows like how much of the goal has been met, it's this itsy bitsy little tiny dot right here. And he needs to come up with this money. So why is this GoFundMe still going? Why hasn't this money been given to Trump? Assuming it ever will be given to Trump. Would be the first grifter in the world of grifting. And there's just poetic justice in Trump the grifter being grifted. Anyway. Wow. So, D. Martin was asking, when Trump cannot meet the March 25th deadline and seizures of his assets begin, well, let's actually, if it's okay, we're going to start with the basics. Let's start with what Harper Lee is asking specifically. All right, so at 4, it was really about Trump's financial situation. And then at 8 minutes in, Trump says he cannot make the bond. But he asked the $91 million bond for the E. Jean Carroll, appeal to be set aside when he had already signed the bond. You should take my word for it because I'm so rich. Can we believe him now? No. Anyway, does he really not have the money? Or apparently Gorel was pointing out that he said on Fox that he has the money, he just doesn't want to pay. But there are other people reporting, or I guess in the filing it says that people who would create the bonds for him, they won't take real estate as collateral. Really? Really? They'll only take things like cash or securities. So, hang on. Since when can you? Oh, here we go. CC Ryder has more information. CNBC saying that only a handful of surety companies are approved. Oh, hang on. Is it passed? Let's see. You bring such great information, CC Ryder. Thank you. Only a handful of surety companies are approved by the Treasury Department to underwrite a bond that large. Many will only issue a bond for a max of $100 million. None will accept non-liquid assets as collateral. But he said he had $400 million in cash. And he's so rich. And he's a billionaire. Multi-billionaire. And Mar-a-Lago, 18. No, it's worth whatever. The judge said it was worth $18 million. Oh, Trump is, no, it's worth 50 times that. 50 times 18 million. So, yeah, you're just awash in money. So does he not have the money, or is he just playing a game? Fancy, yes, it is. It is the felony around and find out. Well, although this is a civil case, but he's on his way to the felony around and find out. Ooh, there's been a big change. There's been a big change in his life. There's been a big change in how things are done around him. And this is card for the reading, but it feels like it's like out. The way things used to be, what he used to be able to get away with, is seriously in the past. It feels like it is just stuck right there in the past. He has no way to get away with the shenanigans that he used to, lying about how much money he had. Here we have a thief card. Here we have just legal. There's nothing there. There's nothing he can do. There's just nothing. I've got justice in the middle, and justice isn't going to wait. He's burdened, 10 of Wands, and 10 of Cups. To me, that would say he doesn't have the money, and this makes me wonder if Letitia James already talking about in a week's time or so starting to send in the sheriffs. Because if he can't come up with the money to appeal, I mean, Trump can try to go to the Supreme Court, I guess, but what's to stop Letitia James from just sending in the here I am standing here with my heart on my sleeve with my tea, just a happy bunny. Always Trump being held accountable. Bernadette Smith says, can they jail him for that? No. We don't have debtor's prison. But if he, for example, tried to get in their way, barricaded doors, stuff like that, he could. But thank you, Lori Love. Yeah, I saw this one. I was like, oh yeah, it must be mine, and it wasn't super expensive. So, whew. Okay, that's still a little warm. Wow. Whew. Okay. Star Melody Elizabeth B. Oh, I'm so rich. Hashtag get stuffed. Spiritual Sean's asking about the offshore money. Oh, I hadn't even thought about that one. Let's look at the offshore money, because that's a very good point. Thank you. Spiritual Sean, thank you for that. What about all of that Trump offshore money that he's just rolling in? Mm-hmm. I understand, Ricky. Yeah, there's in the chat, if anybody isn't able to see the chat, there have been a whole lot of comments here in the last 5-10 minutes along the lines of, I don't care, do you? So, whew, all right, well, what about all that offshore money? Stephanie Martin says, I'm sure he's ferreted some money away somewhere if he can get to it. Paola? Yes. Sorry. Oh, my stomach. Offshore, Trump offshore accounts. There's not as much as you might think. You know, he's been forking out quite a bit of money for a while to keep his businesses afloat, and he still has real estate overseas. So there's a real chance that whatever money was there, he has been using to try to keep these businesses going. And if he tries to reshore money, it's going to come under the scrutiny of the retired judge who is keeping an eye on his financial situation. And this isn't the end of it. It feels like it's not just this 450 million plus the 91 million in the E. Jean Carroll situation, and et cetera. It feels like there's going to be more. There's going to be more and more. Ooh, and we're very pleased. And until they come for his stuff, I mean, he could sell some buildings. He could sell some real estate. It would have to be a fire sale, but he could do it. And frankly, I mean, let's think about this. If you had been wrongly found liable in a civil court for defrauding, for fraud and all this stuff, and you were given a heinous amount you had to pay in, and you had to come up with a bond for that, and all you had was real estate, would you take a loss? Yes, but wouldn't you take the loss to go to prove your innocence? Wouldn't that be the kind of the important thing? Temperance. He cannot pull the same. Seriously, this feels like that retired judge in New York keeping an eye on the finances at Trump org. It is a thorn in his paw. What is it? Craw on your side, or I can't remember. Anyway, Page of Cups, Ace of Wands. Oh, he's bigly mad, but he's just kind of batting at empty air. Yeah, there's I think a lot of that money that was overseas is gone. Stephanie Martin says must be laundry day. What do you mean? For whom? Thorn in his side, that works too, Eva. Thank you. Stuck in his craw, thorn in his side, you know. And if you're saying to me, no, this is clean, it's new, I washed it. Anyway. So what is next here? It was all right, so we looked at Goral's thing. Is that he doesn't have the money or just doesn't want to pay? He doesn't have the money. All right, so then there's D. Martin's question at 19 minutes in, which is he going to, when Trump cannot meet the March 25th deadline and seizures of his assets begin, will he have will he blow a gasket? I think the first question there is, will Letitia James start seizing his assets? Will that actually happen? So at 19:30, okay. So if Trump can't meet the March 25th deadline, the question is, Amy Jones says, Scorpio Mama says, I think she meant money laundry day. Oh, okay, there we go. Thank you. Why is it suddenly getting dark? My camera is supposed to adjust for that. I love this camera. It's so much better than anything I've had before, except the lighting. That doesn't really help, but here we are. So, Letitia James, are you going to March 26th or April 1st go after the fool's stuff? Kathy Lamson says, I don't believe they will seize assets. Interesting. See, at this point, like you, I have trouble believing he's actually going to be held accountable like he should. However, everything coming to light about how much money he really has, about how much stuff he really has, how much of his stuff is just leverage to the gills, so it effectively can't help him. Is this set? Yeah, it's supposed to be. There, that's better. I had to turn off the auto to be able to see the screen. Big change. Letitia James making a big action, something we haven't seen before, against a thief in the middle. And this idea of sitting pretty, no, this is hanging someone, metaphorically hanging someone up by their heels and shaking them until the coins drop out of their pockets. According to what this feels like, she's going after his assets. You'd think there'd be an injunction or something, but if he can't come up with the bond to appeal, it's done. Pay up. I don't know, like you, not sure I want to get my hopes up, but the energy and the cards are pretty much in alignment here. I would, Lisa, translation, they're going to seize assets. See, but that's what the energy feels like. It's what the cards are saying. And trust me, I'm as skeptical as you are. But here we go. All right, so this is interesting. This is the at 23. Will some court give him a Hail Mary? Really was a good book. The author who, I'm in an alpha state, so I can't remember details. The author who wrote The Martian wrote another book called Hail Mary, and it was really good. And there are no spoilers when I tell you that there's this point near the end where he does, the main character does the right thing, and I'm just like, oh, what do I do? Anyway, but I'm an adult and I can handle this. Emperor. He thinks they should. Huge amount of money. But this is a Page of Swords. This isn't a queen. This isn't a king. This certainly isn't the Justice card. He may be able to spin this for a while, that he's being treated unfairly, making his case to the American people. But this is weak sauce. This is just weak, period. So, which Andy Weir, thank you. Elizabeth Schuyler Hamilton, Andy Weir, Weir, thank you. Do you know we don't want to give any spoilers, but do you know the moment I'm talking about? Where he does the right thing, right near the end? Is it just me? Anyway. So is Trump going to basically blow a gasket? How's he taking this, and is he going to blow a gasket? 25 even. Lady Eva says, it may just be me, but I think he's mortgaged to the max. Well, absolutely. And that was always the business model. This guy, I haven't read Hail Mary, sorry. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you, Kiba. Those Tavalis in 3, 2, 1. So, Dumpy, how's it going? Getting ready for your... I can't believe he said... He combined the words blood and bath. He's so vile. I hope not. Claude Boyley, I hope he doesn't. I hope nothing happens to him. I want this man healthy. I want him alive and healthy and held accountable in a court of law. So, how you doing? And are you going to blow a gasket? Please, Letitia James, please take apart Grift Co. Please. Lady Eva says, what happened with the Truth Social merger thing? Did that actually happen? I don't know. King of Pentacles, the businessman. And that's all he is. Something anybody can be. Page of Cups. Let me just do it this way. Page of Cups, 8 of Swords, 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. He's, I don't know what the situation is, but I keep getting that Trump he's got some escapist tendencies, and I have no nice way to put this. He escapes into perhaps the arms of a woman or something about women. I've just got a whole lot of women here distracting him, being his distraction. Wow, let's talk about no accounting for taste. Whew. Yeah, Molting's Cottage. Trust me, I'm with you. Yuck. Huh. Page of Cups, 8 of Swords, 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Well, I think this is Melania about to walk off with money. And she might be too late. We'll have to see. Oh, will I laugh if Melania doesn't get that big payout she's been looking for, willing to go along with his cruelty and try to give him a cover of some decency all this time, and she doesn't get paid. Oh, that would be glorious karma. But this is just escapism. Being hemmed in. Just women, and women. It's weird. It's actually kind of weird. I know there are women going after him. I know that he's... Oh, you know what part of this is? It's... have you seen the AI-generated images he's been sharing? The fake images of Fani Willis? And what he said about her name? He just gets grosser by the day. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Fran says that cup of is that a cup of coffee? I've had my 2 cups, but that you made that look delicious. Oh, thank you. This is actually Earl Grey hot. Valerie, hey, Sage of the Scales Tarot, he's going to get sued again. Well, I don't know if she can. But, man. Visualize 70 says, these women you're talking about, are they like the sirens sitting on their various rocks and beckoning him to his doom? No. No. It's sycophants. It's I mean, with Kennedy, I mean, wasn't the what he'd say he wanted some secretaries from the steno pool or something, but that was code kind of. And he has sycophants, and he's got that, but trust me, Letitia James and Fonnie Willis live rent-free in his head. They've got penthouses. It's just gross. Thank you, Star Melody Elizabeth B. Yes, disgraceful, disgusting, despicable. Yes. Robin D. gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I will admit, Doxy Lover, I'm one of, the 10 people who haven't actually seen Zoolander. I didn't know Trump and Melania were in it. Oh, no, stars, we're not going there. Okay, let's move on to, is he going to blow a gasket? He's kind of checked out. And a lot of people are talking about his mental decline. I think a lot of, you can have a mental decline just from stress because he has no coping skills. None. He's never been held accountable. He doubles down, he triples down, he does what he wants. Like a cat, if you have to discipline him for something, he can turn around and go pounce on another cat in the house, to take his frustrations out, and that's just what he does. What I get is not, I mean, I'm sure maybe there is some dementia. I don't know. What I'm getting is there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of, my opinion, entertainment only. Some enhancers, and he's just not handling it. So anyway, yeah, Giovanni, he was saying horrible things about Fonnie Willis. Yes, it was bad. All right, so let's move on to. All right, I grabbed things kind of in. I have some stuff from yesterday. I also grabbed things in order from what was in the chat. Okay, the first thing here actually is one last. Sorry. There's one last Trump thing, and then we'll go on to some other stuff. There was one other question. It was from Mary Smith. Will a judge actually take the bold step of jailing 45 for violations of conditions of release because of his threat to the country and detain him? Well, it would have to be more than just that. But will any of these judges actually take the bold step of jailing 45 for violating his release? Violating his release. Do you know how much money $450 million is? And considering how things are leveraged to the hilt, do you know how many properties Trump could lose? It's possible. I mean, he's a thief. Yeah, not my words. It's he's been held accountable for that. He's been found by juries and grand juries and juries and judges. Donald Trump is a thief. There's no libel here. Been found in courts of law. So, big old judgment. Depends what he's planning when it comes to light. Here I've got a Queen of Swords. And there's somebody who could shut him down. We know it's not canon. Although it should be. Anybody who took that many top secret documents should not be swanning around anywhere. If it was anybody else, they would be in jail until their court date. There's a possibility. There's a possibility. So, yeah, David Meinert says time to throw the book at him. Not like he's going to read it. Yeah. All right, let's move on to some other stuff. At 3640, Kathy Barber had a question. Kathy Barber was asking, will Donny Sr. make Lara Trump his VP? It would create the legacy he wants. Technically, she's the smartest of that generation who continue to stay with Trump. The bar is low. I think he wants her where she is because she's going to make sure as much money as possible gets funneled to him, and he wouldn't want her anywhere else. Clem is saying, I wouldn't say he's smart. The bar is low. The bar is low. First of all, I don't know that she'd want the job. He is hard to be around. He needs to defeat Joe Biden. He desperately needs to become president. He needs it too badly. To him, this is survival. Giovanna says, I still say he doesn't want a VP. I'm with you. I don't think he does either. But he desperately needs to defeat Joe Biden by hook or by crook. But he is hemmed in. And justice is coming for him in the Wheel of Fortune. The justice is going to bring the Wheel of Fortune. There's no Lara here. He needs her fighting this to get him as much money as possible. There's no way he's going to move her. He has her positioned just so. I'd say like a chess game, but we know he wouldn't be able to play chess. What? CC Ryder says Reuters today is saying Trump's eyeing Paul Manafort for the 2024. Wait. Paul Manafort for the 2024 campaign role, Washington Post reports. Paul Manafort, he wants Paul Manafort to be the campaign manager again? Really? How dumb can you be? Yes, Rose Blue, we've been talking about that the whole time I've been on. Cam Kelpy's asking, is he still in jail? I have no idea. Okay, what? 3940, what? Paul Manafort. This guy is scum of the earth. And if you really want to lose your lunch, you have the option to go look up why Paul Manafort's children will never talk to him again. Yeah. Trump wants Paul Manafort to be, is it his campaign manager? Again. Oh, I understand, Rose Blue. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Mary Huddleston says Paul Manafort's, where was it? Manafort got pardoned? Okay. M. Kelpie says Manafort got pardoned, but got put back in. And Mary Huddleston said Manafort's return means confirmation that Russia is still involved. Well, they certainly want to be. So, Paul, one of the most... Paul Manafort gives Donald Trump a run for his money in being the most disgusting human being. I mean, you don't get much lower. Wow. CC Ryder has the details. Trump pardoned Manafort in 2020, 7 months after he was released to home confinement, sparing Republican operative from serving the bulk of his 7.5-year prison term for tax evasion and bank fraud. Mary Hellison said Manafort handed voter info to Russia in 2016. He's trash. Oh, he is absolutely trash. Yeah. He is scum. Oh, sweetheart, it's okay. It's okay. He probably won't. Steve Bannon won't get the kitty. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. What was that? What was that? Oh, we have a good kitty. Oh, we have a good kitty. Oh, I'm sorry. He started having a nightmare. Oh, sweetie. Oh, precious. Whoops. It's okay. It's okay. You had a nightmare. It's okay. You're a good boy. You're a good boo-boo. Yes, you are. You're so good. You're so good. He's a sweetie. It's all right. Good boy. Good boy. He's a precious. Yes, he is. I'll come back in just a second. He's a good boy. He's so warm and soft. Good boy. All right, I need to go back to what I was doing, but you're adorable. Yes, you are. You are the precious. You are the precious. We'll have a cuddle. We'll have a cuddle a little bit later on. Okay, sorry about that. You started crying out, having a nightmare. Okay. Scumbag. Scumbag. Trump's looking for ways to get money in. Yep. He was in trouble. He spends money like nobody's business. World, Devil, Page of Swords, which can be a messenger. It's foreign money. Foreign help for Trump. Foreign money. It's all over this. CC Ryder says, I watched the Manafort trial. The judge was pro-Trump. Ugh. Furious, one Trump juror caused deadlock in 10 counts, causing a mistrial on those. He was convicted on 8 other charges. That must have been bad. I'm so sorry. Lady Eva says they have to use this scumbag. No one legit would work for Trump. Elizabeth B saying, should we throw in the sage? Oh, Ricky. And the star of the show, a kitty who can post the bond of our hearts and make them pure gold. Boo Zen Kitty. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Ricky. It's so sweet. Soft kitty, says Jane. Cheryl Clark says Trump will lose everything now that he can't get the bond money. Well, let's ask about at 46. Then we need to ask about, will foreign money, especially Russian oligarch money, save Trump's bacon? Yes, Louis, soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. That's from the Big Bang, isn't it? I don't know. Oh, it was Sheldon? Okay. Elizabeth B says, I'm ready to sage. Thank you, Louis. Malting's Cottage says, I just worry he will manage to escape justice once again. I don't think entirely. Laura Hammond Davis says, I think Russian oligarchs have other troubles. That's true. Oh, I didn't know there was a tune to it. I've only heard the words written. So, foreign money. This isn't going to work. Not for him. This isn't going to work for Trump. There's a big old justice card here. 10 of Wands. Trump is burdened. They are taking him for every last cent in his pockets. Knight of Pentacles. He's got lawyers trying to work for him. That might even be Manafort. Though it should be the Devil card. 4 of Pentacles. Lack of funds. Desperate. Howling at the moon. This is whatever they think they're going to get through Manafort, whatever dreams, whatever straws Trump is grasping, it's not going to work at all. No. Keisha West is saying, seriously, everyone, the way these world events are coming together is awe-inspiring. You couldn't write a better scary movie plot. This is true. Spiritual Sean says, love these cards. So, all right. Oh, God, Manafort. Oh, where's my sage? It was nice. When I got a personal healing and reading from Jen Lin, which I highly recommend. And by the way, I pay full price. I don't get discounts or anything. I don't even ask for them. These people I see are really good, and their time is worth a lot. But she was saying that she said my throat shock was really clear. She said, that's surprising because I guess it normally for people it isn't. It's like, well, maybe it's because I'm here every day just saying my truth. So, yeah, Jen Lin is very, very good. Jen Lin and Jen Lin Tarot, highly recommend. All right. So, D. Martin was asking about a presidential debate at 5010. Said, I'm hoping there is a presidential debate. No one will then be able to dismiss or justify Trump's cognitive decline. Well, it would probably be his belligerence. And because he would probably they would see how much cruder he is now, how the language he's devolving into using. And so 2024 presidential debate between Joe Biden and Don Dumpy. Presidential debate. Oh, the energies, there's some energy there. David Miner says, I would find that very painful to watch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I don't think we'd find it as bad just because we know that. I mean, we saw Joe Biden standing up against Marjorie Trader. I mean, we know that he can stand up to her. He can stand up to bullies. So presidential debate. Trump doesn't want to. He's going to be in court a lot. Page of Cups. This would be normal, just setting stuff up. Ace of Pentacles. The only way Trump would do it is if he thought it would be a way he could raise money. There's the voter making decisions right in the middle. Temperance. Okay. And there's the institution or institutions. So the voters in theory would see temperance of the institution. I need some clarification on this. Linda Johnson says they would have to silence Trump's mic between questions. Yeah. Oh, CCMC. Don't let your blood boil. No, seriously. Just have some cocoa or some tea or something. It's okay. It's okay. Who's president right now? Joe Biden. Which party's in control of the Senate? Democrats. How truly effective and groundbreaking is Speaker Mikey, he hates everything, Johnson the heretic? And not at all. Apple says Russia and the Saudis will bail him out. The cards weren't jumping on that one. I was surprised, but I think I haven't looked at the Saudis, but it doesn't feel like it. Anyway, but we'll throw it. Please throw that in before I come on tomorrow, please. So the idea of the presidential debates. Okay, we've been hearing about how there are so many that so many of the cases against Trump are not going to be adjudicated anytime soon before the election. That's not what I'm getting here. What I'm getting here is there are people who this feels like people taking Trump to account and hardly breaking a sweat to do it. I've got a tower here, so he's already financially devastated. as he should be once you take away his ill-gotten gains. Hermit. Not only is he isolated, but people don't want to be around him. He has to he's in court a lot. Look, and we've talked about this many times. This is not a straight shot between here and Trump being held accountable and Republicans being held accountable. There will be good days and bad days. There will be more good days than bad, but there are going to be setbacks. There are going to be days where it seems like Trump or the Republicans are getting away with everything. Just 2 steps forward, maybe 3 steps forward sometimes, 1 step back. It's just going to happen. All right. So hang in there, because ultimately Trump is going to be in a world of legal and electoral hurt. So stress not. Suburban Housewife says, stop the smell. See, this is why I am here every day. Oh, gosh. All right. Well, this is related. So at 56:45, Kelly had a question. President Biden recently sanctioned more oligarchs. Good. Is this negatively impacting 45's ability to access money? Do do ba 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 do 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 do. Oh, Uncle Joe, thank you. Yes, Amy Jones, that would be a great bumper sticker. Stop the smell 2024. Deb Marsh says, I want to stop this smell t-shirt. I could make one. Oh, Lois McDonald, thank you. Thank you. Makes a big difference. Thank you. Although I would not do that without you're okay, because I'm not going to take somebody else's idea. So President Biden recently sanctioned more oligarchs. Is this negatively impacting 45's ability to access money? I didn't. Who was the person who originally said stop the smell? Who was it in the chat? All right, oligarchs. Yeah, Trump. Oh my gosh, he's going to lose so much money. Huh? Money that he shouldn't have. They're ill-gotten gains. Eight of Wands. King of Cups. 5 of Wands. 6 of Cups. 7 of Wands. Whatever they're trying to throw, there's Biden right in the way, blocking. So they're kind of turning on each other. Republicans are fighting fighting for money. Deb Marsh said it. Thank you, Malting's Cottage. Well, I'll make something only if Deb Marsh doesn't want to take it for herself, because she came up with it, and it was funny. Thank you for sharing it with us. Yeah, you can't run the 2016 playbook again. And then there's Trump on the defensive. They might find some ways to get some foreign money into the election. You know that Trump sells stuff, and suddenly, miraculously, no matter what it is, it sells out in 20 minutes. But you can't run this playbook again. And what Joe Biden's done will make a difference. Some money will get through, but what Joe Biden has done will make a difference. Deb Marsh can't take credit, but go ahead. Oh, all right. Well, I'll have a look around then. Well, can you believe it? We went through a whole hour, but we made it through. We have a boo-boo sharpening his little cute little claws in his murder mittens. Yes, he's a good boy. And we're going to be okay. Oh my gosh, what was that? What was that? Keisha West says, before we end today, I want to say you all are the best tarot community on YouTube. I love chatting with you all. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Oh. Suburban Housewife said, stop the smell. That was it. That was it. Anyway. Oh, sweetheart. Jai. What's up? Oh, he's a kitty. Oh, he's a kitty. He's a kitty. There you go, precious. There you go, good boy. You are the good boy. Hello, dear. Hello. Hello, Bailey Boo. You are such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Good kitty. Good kitty. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, he is. Good boy. He's a precious. Yes, he is. Yep. I don't even mind if I get a face full of fur. I don't mind. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hang in there. All right. It's 1:15 here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel as usual. Bring your projects. Bring whatever you'd like to do. We just want to encourage you. Oh, I will be encouraging you today. It's Sarah's day off. So I hope she's having a good day. And I hope you have a good day. Please remember, you're not alone. We are in this together. There are good days. There really are good days ahead. Hang in there. All right. And I will see you right back here tomorrow. I'm literally here every single day of the year. So, all right. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, and thank you, Robert. Thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow.